we're about 15 k's west of Parnana, fairly central in the island. We've got about 900 hectares, over 2 properties, mostly sheep. We run about 4,000 sheep for prime lambs and about 100 cattle, beef cattle.
We're located at Stokes Bay on the mid-north coast of Kangaroo Island. It's unique because we get the best of both worlds. Like, we're so fortunate to live in a really productive agricultural region and be located so close to the beach, and actually the best beach in Australia, Stokes Bay.
The initial fire started late December 2019 from lightning strike on one of the neighbours' properties, and we lost quite a bit of our farm on those few days, including a lot of pasture, fencing. We lost our house at that point. We lost shedding, our shearing shed and other sheds, machinery, vehicles.
We lost our house, some small shedding. We also lost about 60 k's of fencing, so we lost a fair bit.
We received $75,000 from PIRSA as support with our bushfire recovery. That was really useful at the time, and it came right when we needed it.
We never thought we'd lose 3 of our 4 farms to fire, so the clean-up recovery grant was fantastic just to help us rebuild fences, get our stock numbers back on track and everything like that.
We received the $75,000 grant from PIRSA, which was used mostly for fencing and associated costs with sending sheep off the island for agistment.
Certainly at the time, you felt like you could buy a little bit better machine, which will last a bit longer and make your life better.
The Emergency On-Farm Water Infrastructure Grant really came at a critical time in our business post-recovery. It allowed us to put in a system in place where we changed the water flow and structure within our farm business.
We also got money through the Water Infrastructure Grant program, which we built some dams, some troughs, tanks, and just sort of drought-proofed our property.
The grant meant a lot, not only to us, but I know a lot of other people in the region. We were dealing with, I can't even explain, a disaster area. We're in survival mode, just trying to get through day to day, hour to hour. And the grant allowed us to, take the pressure off ourselves and be able to get things in place and not have to worry about that aspect of cash flow at that point in time.
It's really good to see that, the government was backing us up and helping us to get through a tough time. There are a lot of people affected, and it was such a big fire that basically no one was fully insured, so to have that extra money was fantastic.
PIRSA also offered a business management course, which has been fantastic, enabling us to improve our business literacy and our financial acumen. So that certainly, we know our numbers now, and we have a better grasp of where we're going and where we're heading.
Because the grants were really well targeted, so it was actually meeting what the farmers actually needed. It was giving them support and advice when they needed it. It was a very speedy process.
The funding that came through, we assessed how we'd use that and what we could do to make things better and more, look at our risk management in terms of how we manage our business and how the funding could put measures in place to make it less vulnerable to risks in the future.
We've almost finished our physical recovery. We've still got a few small things to do, but we're pretty much finished all that. But it has been a really long, stressful journey, and we've still got a little bit of recovery to go there before, but we're pretty close to being back on track and things are going pretty well now.
The future's positive, pretty happy with how far we've come. All the fire-related jobs are pretty much finished, and we can just look forward and keep moving forward with life as it used to be.